When I first saw IKEA's whole table, all I could see was a giant cross-stitch cloth. And so, as normal people do, I decided to embroider the table. First, I took it apart and stained it in this dark walnut because I really wanted the wood to be deeper and richer to match the yarn that I chose. Then I went in with this polyacrylic, which enriches the stain color and seals it with a satin finish, which you can see here. Once it was dry and reassembled, it was time to start embroidering the table, which is the crazy sentence I've said on this app. The yarn I used was a chunky wool yarn, which I think is normally used for arm knitting, but the thickness of it was perfect for the size of these openings. I chose to embroider a watermelon motif, but with neutral shades of yarn to match the color scheme, or lack thereof, of my space, and I really wanted the white yarn to stand out against the brown and the brown yarn to blend somewhat seamlessly with the newly stained wood. The table's equally spaced square openings make it so much like an embroidery cloth, so I used the yarn to mimic the process of cross-stitching, but obviously using my hands instead of a needle. Here you can see up close how I passed the yarn through the openings, first diagonally towards one direction and then again in the opposite direction to create that X. I finished it up, and for the top I used the same colors but inverted for a bit of subtle contrast, and voila, here's the finished result. Would you try this IKEA hack and embroider your table?